Actually, I got a work email, but it's perfect because you're looking for the office fragrance. I'm literally shooting this video for you right now at lunch. And I thought about it. I said, I need to make a video about my favorite office fragrances and fragrances that I recommend for you. It might be your first job. You might currently have a job, which is good, or you might be trying to switch it up, right? You maybe have an office fragrance already. You're looking for alternatives on the market and see which one fits into your collection. Or maybe you're just trying to add another fragrance. Maybe you're a fragrance enthusiast like me and you're like, you know what? One office fragrance is not enough. 2 is not enough. 3 is not enough. 4 is not enough. 5 is not enough. Or maybe 5 is enough, right? You have your Monday through Friday, one each. And you're like, no, I need the weekend fragrance. This is gonna be the ultimate guide for the office fragrance and also my personal favorites that I'm wearing. I have 10 minutes to shoot this video before I go back to work. So the first one is going to be, you probably guessed it, Bleu De Chanel Eau de Parfum. This is the #1 because it's one and done. Meaning if you're looking for that one fragrance that's gonna do it all for you, from the intern all the way to the executive, this fragrance right here is the epitome of the office fragrance. It's fresh, clean, citrus, woody, masculine, mass appealing. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance. If you're like, hey, listen, I just want one, this is it. You can skip the rest of the video, okay? This is the fragrance I wear when I'm just like, you know what? It's a regular office day. Nothing special happening. I'm wearing this white shirt, boom, 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 ready to go. This one right here will not fail you. Plus, it's a status brand. As much as I hate to admit it, status brands make an impact on the perception of the person that's looking at you or viewing you. I didn't create the world, ladies and gentlemen. I'm just telling you how it works. But when you tell people that you're wearing a Chanel fragrance, they're gonna think you're somebody who's important. They're gonna think you're somebody who's successful, and they're gonna have a different perception of you. They're gonna say, wow, this person takes care of themselves and they have taste. So if you're looking for the one and done fragrance, Bleu de Chanel, the perfect office fragrance. Next one is going to be Armani Eau Parfum. This is the elevated office fragrance. What I love about this one right here is the iris note. And personally, I am not a fan of iris notes. I tried to love Dior Homme Intense. I really tried. I sprayed it so many times. And every time I walk away from it, I'm like, not for me. But listen, if you love it, I respect it and I'm happy for you, but it's not my type of fragrance. But with this one here, they do such an elegant job with the iris. It's like slightly powdery. They mix it with the tonka, giving it slight sweetness. There's lavender in here, giving it some masculine touches. And it also has bergamot, adding some freshness. This is the perfect fragrance for that person who wants to be unique, for that person who loves to wear a suit. This is literally the perfect black and white suit fragrance. If I'm wearing a suit to the office, Armani Eau Parfum. It just has that like dark, sweet, mature, masculine vibe and also elegant. This is a fantastic fragrance for those kind of situations. Love this one right here. Next one is going to be, let's say you're an intern, right? You just got your job. You're like, man, Hamza, I'm broke. I haven't got paid yet. But you're like, man, I got my shirt, I got my belt, I got my pants, I got my shoes. I want to have a good fragrance. I have a tight budget, but I promised myself that one day when I become the top exec, I'm going to get even more expensive fragrances or add different ones to my collection. But I still want to be important. I don't want to be that guy that doesn't have good taste and people don't respect me. Then you have these two right here that you could choose from. Personally, I prefer this one, but I'll tell you about this one in a bit as well. Versace Bleu. This is a status fragrance, just like I mentioned with the Chanel. It smells very likable. It has that blue DNA. It's like a cousin of Bleu de Chanel. They have like a similar vibe, not a clone, not a copy, but they smell very mass appealing. This fragrance right here is also great with compliments, and it also has good performance. This is a great price value proposition for somebody who's looking for an office fragrance. This could be your daily wear. And of course, if you're not an intern, you could still wear this. Anybody in any position could wear this fragrance, but I believe this is more suitable for the intern or somebody who just started their career that doesn't want to spend too much money on fragrances right now. Versace Bleu is a great option. But if you're somebody who doesn't like heavy fragrances, and you want to have something that still has status, still smells fresh and clean, Versace Pour Homme. This is a great option. It smells citrus, a little bit aquatic, but when it dries down, it has like this clean, powdery vibe. Performance on this one is okay. You're probably gonna get like 5 or 6 hours. So if you're looking for an office fragrance that's not too projecting, still respecting when people smell you, Versace Pour Homme will be your option, okay? Now we have the status office fragrance. This is executive level, CEO level, or maybe somebody who's still in their beginner stages, but they have a little bit more money to spare. Creed Aventus. I personally wear this one when I have a meeting that's important and I want to make an impression like no other. I walk into the meeting. If anybody asks me what my fragrance is, Creed Aventus. I know this is a cologne version, but this is the one I personally prefer. You could also get the regular Aventus if you want, but personally, I like the cologne a little bit more. I just like the fresher take and it lasts a little bit more on me than the original. This one right here, again, is my status fragrance. This is also great for somebody who's in a higher level position, executive level, CEO, partner, or those people that sit on like the desk, like, you know, the, what do they call those guys, man? Like the investors, you know, when they have like a little table and you're like a shareholder. This is that kind of fragrance for you. Again, I don't recommend this one for somebody getting their first fragrance for the office, but if you're that type of person who has money or got himself a really good position, then try this one out. You might like it as well. And then we have my summer office fragrances. I live in New York. Around the summertime, it hits 80, 90 degrees outside. It gets extremely warm. So I don't want to wear something to the office that's heavy. I want something light, clean, and likable. I have these two options for you to decide from. Acqua di Gio Profondo. This is a Acqua di Gio reinterpreted, made more modernized, fresh, clean, citrus aquatic with a bit of like a salty accord. Performance on this one is okay. Probably gonna get maybe like 5 hours or so. But again, I'm not looking for a heavy fragrance. That's why I wear this one. But if I want something slightly stronger, but still extremely fresh and clean and perfect for the summer, then you have none other than Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. And what I love about this fragrance right here is you're able to get it for a great price. I bought this one right here for $60 for 100 ml from TJ Maxx. So price value proposition on this one is amazing as well. In fact, if you don't like Versace Dylan Blue, you might like this one right here and you're able to find it for a steal of a deal as well. So these two are my summer office fragrances where I don't want to wear something too heavy. I want to wear something that's fresh, clean, aquatic, and likable. These two options right here are great for that. Then we have your casual Friday, right? Now, my office and other offices on a Friday, you might be able to wear the polo. You might not have to come in wearing extremely professional gear. You might come in with like khakis instead of like slacks. Instead of wearing dress shoes, you're wearing like Adidas Stan Smith tennis shoes or whichever brand you like. The perfect fragrance for the casual Friday is gonna be none other than Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme. Fresh, clean, status. It also smells amazing around spring and summer with that breeze when it comes in. I love this fragrance right here. If you are looking for something that's more for casual situations in the office, this fragrance right here is amazing. You could still wear it to the office, don't get me wrong. It's not like a fragrance that's only suitable for those occasions, but that's how I personally enjoy this fragrance right here. So to sum it all up for you, my first one will be Bleu De Chanel Eau de Parfum or the Parfum for everyday office use. It's a fantastic choice. Second one will be Armani Cold Parfum. It's a great, sophisticated, elegant fragrance, perfect for the suit and tie situation. Third one will be Versace Dylan Blue or Versace Pour Homme. Both fragrances offer great price value propositions. If you're somebody just getting into fragrances and you're looking for your first office fragrance and don't want to spend too much money, Versace Dylan Blue smells similar to Bleu De Chanel, not the same, not a clone, but it's in that same vein of like a blue DNA, while Versace Pour Homme is like a fresh, clean, citrus, aquatic, slightly powdery when it dries down. Versace Dylan Blue does last longer than Versace Pour Homme. Fourth one I recommend is the summer hot weather office fragrance, Acqua di Gio Profondo and Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Intense. And of course, Chanel Allure Homme Sport Eau Extreme for the casual Fridays. And of course, if you're looking for the ultimate status fragrance, you're an exec, you're a CEO, or maybe somebody who's really into fragrances and wants to make an impactful impression, Creed Aventus and Creed Aventus Cologne are your choices. Again, guys, these are the fragrances I personally enjoy, and I try to give you the situations in which I wear those fragrances. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a like, leave a comment below, make sure to subscribe, and it's time for me to go back to work. Catch you later.